Hey guys, so today I want to talk to you about PSKs, or personal survival kits. And all they are is a bare bones collection of gear to get you through in case you get separated from your mainline gear. Let's say you walked away from your camp that had all your supplies to go do something, you get turned around and you're lost. Or you're going for a walk on a trail, you get turned around, and now you're in a situation where you might have to spend the night out. This is your personal survival kit is a selection of gear that's going to be attached to you. It's going to be on your belt. It's going to be in a front pocket, cargo pants, something like that, um, along with your EDC knife. And so a lot of times folks will call these Altoid tin kits, the little Altoid mints, because the container that it comes in is metal and it's a handy size. It'll fit into a pocket easily. So you really don't have an excuse not to have at least some gear on you. Um, anyway, so let's take a look at my kit and what I usually keep inside of it. So as you guys can see, it's very windy today in Costa Rica, and I'm trying out a new method to cut that wind noise down some. We'll see how it works. Altoids 10 are the most commonly used little kit box I can think of for PSKs. However, I go one step further. I go with Bob Ross because in a life or death situation, what could be more calming than Bob Ross and his happy little tree mints? My daughter actually got this for me at a Five and Below store a few years ago and been using it ever since. The farmers are working next to the house and doing some fence building, so I needed to change positions. Anyway, let's take a look to see what we've got in the kit. Now, first thing you're going to notice, guys, I keep a list of everything that I have in the kit right here where I can see it, nice and easy. And that keeps me from digging through the kit in case, I'm looking for something. I know it's in there. And to start things off is magnifying lens. Very handy, especially here in Central America. The sun is very strong, and I've started several fires with just that. The paper is right in the rain, so it's not going to smear. It's waterproof, and on the back is also clear, just in case I have to write my, last will and testament. A little survival humor there. You're going to see three of these. They're homemade fire tabs with all they are is a cotton ball that is soaked in paraffin wax and squeezed. These are waterproof. You can soak them in creeks, and then whenever you need them, just work it apart, pull it, and you'll get these nice dry cotton fibers. A little piece like this would probably burn upwards of 4 minutes. Very handy to have. You guys have seen, I'm sure, these wire saws. I got a decent set off of Amazon. They're okay. But if you're going to use one, don't like pull with your fingers. Get a branch and put tension between these 2 points so you're holding that wire out nice and tight. That way it doesn't kink up and wear out faster. I've gone through a few limbs with this one, and it's worked out really good. This is micro 550 cord or micro paracord that I braided, because the micro stuff is a 90-pound test, but it's only about that thick. I braided multiple sections together. It's nice and long, and you can use this as a string for a bow drill. There's a loop on both ends. Or you could use it for a make-do string for a bow. Not to mention how handy it is just to have cord around. Put out these other two fire tabs. This is the spindle, bow drill spindle made by Origin Knives. It's a bow drill adapter. Very handy, made out of brass. And take your Origin Knives Shirley. That pops right in. Of course, with the sheath on. And then you can use that as your spindle for a bow drill. I've done that several times and it works really, really well. And fits inside my little Bob Ross tin. Little button compass. You know, these button compasses get a bad rap, but so far this one has done a very good job of pointing north every time and giving good cardinal direction. I wouldn't try to do anything specific with it, but for cardinal direction, it's done well. To keep my knife sharp, I have a piece of ceramic rod. And then this is some leather with a green rouge in it. Use a ceramic to touch up the edge and polish it off by stropping on the leather right there. If you got separated from your gear, there's a chance that you possibly could have been injured, and it's a lot easier to blow a whistle than to scream and yell to try to grab somebody's attention, especially if they're looking for you. Whistles, people pick that up pretty quick. This came with tops, my T2, and it works really, really well. It's handy. I keep an Allen wrench that fits the scales of my Origin Woodsman on the Torx or the screws that hold the bolts that hold the scales in place. And this is 36-pound test spider wire synthetic fishing line over a couple of different size needles wrapped around that. So you can use that for fishing or gear repair, whatever you need. Ferro rod. Always handy to have. And to go with the ferro rod, I also take a hacksaw blade. You can use the saw to scrape sparks. I also put an edge here and here, so that way you're not, ruining your knife's edge to get the sparks, or in case you don't have a knife. Also, to keep stuff organized, I keep a little magnet, a couple of safety pins, and this is an awl screw. Let me see if you guys can see that. Really handy. Heavy duty and does a good job sewing. It has the groove that goes right up through there. Put the little magnet down. And the last four things I have under tape, these fishing hooks, 2 different sizes, 2 of each. Because creeks are a wonderful source of food in survival situations, and I'm not going to be picky on the size. And there we go. So guys, there is what I've got in my little personal survival kit. I really enjoy these things because it's endless the amount of ideas people have to put inside their stuff. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And, if you're out and about in the woods on trails and stuff like that, take the time to put some gear together and make sure you have it with you. I hope that maybe you got a few ideas off the kit that I carry, but the most important thing is that you have something with you just in case things went south. Anyway, hope you guys are doing great. Stay safe, take care, and God bless.